Hi, I'm Bjorn. Welcome back to the Masocast. Today with me, I've got the least popular member of the Masocast by poll, Sam. The second most
Woo!
popular member of the Masocast by poll, Dawn. And
Number
your
two, because I'm
new
the shit.
crown champion at the head of the god table where I belong, Bjorn, ruler of this pantheon. And we've got a terrible episode for you today.
So,
All
nice.
right, so pins, topic of conversation number
Okay,
one.
yeah. So, Don, go into depth about your question here, bud.
Okay, yeah. So I'm asking about pens because I don't know what happened, but my pen at work blew up. I've had it for about 4 years. I forgot the brand. I forgot the model. Whatever it is, I really liked it because it writes really smooth, especially with the way I grip it. Blew up. So I'm taking any recommendations for pens, preferably oil-based ink, because I'm really curious about it. Because I saw one video about how like, hey, you use oil-based paint for writing outside, it'll dry up real quick, which I need because I write on fuel slips a lot.
Yeah. So, I use fountain pens a lot, and I spend a ridiculous amount of money on pens. It's a problem actually, but I use water-based ink, which is what's in like rollerballs and fountain pens, and
Yeah.
that dries really quick. I don't know what type of paper. Is it like waxy paper? That's like what kind of paper are you writing on?
It's kind of. It reminds me of lab paper. It's the. Is it called carbon paper? Where like, you've got the two layers. You've got the white layer and the yellow layer underneath to capture the
Checkbook
top.
paper. That's what I call it. I know that's not what it's called.
Oh yeah,
If you know what I'm talking about, that's
Yeah.
That's it.
yeah.
Talking to
Shit, fountain pens aren't gonna work on that stuff. It'll bleed right
Yeah.
through.
And also, I cannot carry a fountain pen on me
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've picked up a pen.
because I'm on my feet and I'm afraid that whatever I'm like moving around or running around in the
No, I've signed
cases
checks
that
at
I actually have
restaurants.
to do.
Never mind. I lied. I have picked up pens in the last
Yeah.
year.
I always keep it in my front pocket,
Uh,
and I'm afraid with a fountain pen, it's just gonna leak all onto my uniform.
not if you get a cartridge one. They don't leak. You could try what's called a Pilot Metropolitan, and those are brass with a steel nib, so they're
Yeah.
really sturdy. But they have cartridges that you fill them up with.
Yeah, but what's the
Actually, yeah,
stroke
you
like
get-
on that?
Huh?
How
Oh,
would you
dude,
have
it
to
is
stroke the pen?
smooth. It is smooth. It's smoother than any gel pen I've used, like the Cliff gel pens.
Is it just like consistent like downward facing strokes, right? Like you have to like point the tip downwards to release the ink.
No, you just have to hold it at like 45-degree angle with the, and then you can write up, down, left, right, sideways, upside down if you really need to. But yeah, it's smooth. Yeah,
I
look 'em
think
up.
I read it about that. I think I read it about a 45-degree angle.
Yeah, just the tip has to be at a 45-degree angle.
Okay.
Just the tip.
Twist it around.
Alright, next time I'm in a stationery store, I'll try a fountain pen so I can get a feel for it.
Yeah, do it, man. They're fucking awesome. I love them.
Yeah, they look really nice. And the last time I was in a Kinokuniya, if y'all know what that is.
Oh, what?
No.
Kinokuniya, it's brand, a chain, fuck, what's the term? Chain of stores for like weeb shit. But
Okay.
it's
Oh,
also got
cringe.
stationary shit for like arts and crafts.
Oh,
So
that
they
makes
have a
sense.
lot
Like
of-
calligraphy pens for like kanji
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I'll see them there and I'll like try using those pens.
Yeah, here, I'll send you a
it's not
link
bad.
for my very first one that I got. That got me into it. But yeah, there you go. I've now
Pilot.
spent well over $500 on
Okay.
pins and
That's fucking reprehensible.
I
Sam.
don't
You're,
need
you're
to
catching
do
up on
that.
my camera equipment prices.
Anyways, the pen I use the most is I think it retails for $250 in the US, but since it's Japanese and I bought it from the Japanese seller, I got it for $100 because the US seller.
So Sam,
it was back when
I'm
it
gonna
crashed.
say something, and I want you to try your best to not be offended by this. All right? Can you promise me that, Sam?
Yes,
You're spending just a little too much money on pins, man.
you're a fucking whore.
Honestly, I get
This
it,
is why
Sam.
you're the least popular member, Sam.
Dude, I spent like $80 on nippers, specifically like the last part that I snip. So I have two different kinds of snippers. I have like really thick ones for like shearing things off of runners, and then another one to like finely chip away pieces from.
See, Don,
my
you spending money
plastic
on
robots.
frivolous things isn't a surprise to me.
Because
I've
I'm a
come to
gacha
expect
player.
it from you, but from Sam, it's a concerning behavioral pattern.
Yeah, because I don't spend money on like really anything except
I
fountain
bought
pens.
I bought expensive camera equipment a couple years ago, and then I buy video games, and that's quite literally it.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
I don't
right
even
now,
buy
I
video
am
games.
looking to
Like, I'm
buy
a
more
cheapskate.
things
What'd you
because
say,
I have.
Don?
I'm looking to buy more things because I have a 1:100 scale plastic kit of Metal Gear Solid Ray or Metal Gear
Good
Ray from
fucking
Metal Gear
Christ.
Solid 4, but it's in my virtual warehouse on HobbyLink Japan. So if I only ship that, I believe it's like $40 shipping for a product that's like $80. So I'm like, what else can I get? Because I need to clear out my virtual warehouse soon.
I have no idea what any of that means, but right on, man. Is this some
Anyways.
gotcha shit like virtual warehouse? The fucking
No.
the
Okay,
cart,
so
like
like
in Amazon.
So like HobbyLink Japan will like store your orders so that you can like order multiple things at a separate at separate dates, and you can like bulk ship all of it in one go to save you the price on shipping.
Okay.
Oh, I
So
see.
it's coming like
So-
straight from Japan.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're importing it.
Oh, is that how you get your
Yeah.
Gundam stuff?
Yeah, that is how I have pretty much. No, I think I'm missing a few
Holy fuck.
kits from the Witch from
I
Mercury
think
line.
I'm going to pivot this into our next topic of conversation. What would we do if the Masocast or the channel in general blew up?
Oh.
And we could talk about a
Oh.
proposed Japanese trip. So I can now
Oh,
say,
yeah.
if we ever go to Japan with Dawn, Jesus fucking Christ.
No, I'm saying right now, I am going to carry a suitcase just for merch. Like it's gonna be completely
so
empty
bad.
once we enter, and because look, Gunpla in Japan is ungodly cheap because it's manufactured there. Whenever I order Gunpla in the U.S., it's always like at least 150% of the price, just because you have to factor in shipping or import
Yeah, and
taxes.
all the pins that I buy and like the ink that I use all comes from Japan because there's a huge fountain pen.
Well,
Hold on.
Japan just makes good products in general.
Let
Well,
me-
they have a
look-
fountain pen culture there. So
Look
they
at
make
the
great
group
books,
chat
all this
real
I
stuff.
guess for the
quick.
kanji, that makes sense. I mean,
Wait,
yeah,
give me a
it's just
second.
So anyway, so what would we do if the Masocast, like, let's say tomorrow I woke up and I had 1 million subscribers for some ungodly reason. People decided that I am a YouTuber we're subbing to. I'm really not. What would we do with our newfound wealth? All right. I think we've talked about this sarcastically, I think, before. It'll never happen. I'll get this out of the way now. I don't think I'll ever see more than 1,000 subscribers on this channel. And if I do, I'd be very surprised. And B, I don't know. I'm pretty sure the power would go to my head and I'd get canceled pretty quickly. It would for sure go to Don's head.
Deserved.
No, I just become really frivolous in my spending.
Yeah.
God. Actually, Don, you're going to become like the alcoholic equivalent of our group. Like, you're going to become like a rampant gotcha spender. We're going to have to, like, get, like an intervention.
Put down Genshin 2, Dawn. Put it down.
Hey, look at Squad real quick.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
have-
god.
Yeah, that's what I currently have queued. I also have 5 more in my closet because I cannot
You
stack
have
it higher.
fucking problem, Don. Holy shit.
Yeah,
You know,
so-
fuck future intervention, modern same intervention. Don,
Nope,
stop buying
he's okay.
plastic shit from
He's okay.
Japan.
Dude,
Sorry.
I've already
Damn it.
breathed too much microplastics. I can't stop. Like at this
So
point, half
if
of my
this
head is
whole
BPA.
thing- if this whole thing blew up, I would probably start my own channel, and
Yeah.
I would do woodworking.
Sorry, this is really random.
Dude, that's such a vibe, actually.
That's such a bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad. You should just do that now, Sam. Like, I guarantee you, you could get like 50 or 40 of my guys to go over to you, probably pretty quickly.
Pause.
Yeah.
We pull at least 40 views an episode
Pause.
typically. Let's see. This last one did pretty good actually.
I mean, I kind of can't do that because I'm in an apartment.
Yeah,
It's kind of hard to
yeah,
woodwork.
that's actually true.
But-
You know what?
Yeah,
you know,
it'd be a
I'm
nice
pretty sure.
vibe. I feel
Like,
the vibe
joking
could be
aside, if
immaculate.
I wanted to blow up on YouTube, I could do it tomorrow. And you know how I would do it?
Porn.
Algorithm
Well,
react videos and
No, well, I mean that, yeah, but no. I mean, I could sell my soul. I'm talking about doing something that wouldn't sell my soul. If I started filming the animals at the ranch more often than I already do.
yeah, you know what? I
That
ran
is
into those
true.
videos the other day on YouTube. I got
Yes,
recommended
I
them
just
out of the
recorded a
blue.
couple videos of my wildlife animals, Don, for YouTube
Yeah,
Shorts.
it was Bill.
They're pulling like
Wildebeest.
3,000 views, and just out of nowhere. It's like the highest viewed shit on my channel. Even like
Okay,
my
What's
shorts in
content,
general,
dude?
shorts just content to get lots of views. I'm actually starting to make
Yeah.
it now.
No,
It's kind of
it's
fucking
because
crazy.
all us ADHD kids finally figured out the meta.
Oh, fuck,
Yeah.
man. I hate making it though.
All you have to
The
do
only-
is weirdest superheroes you've never heard about, and then just like
That's what I've been
read off.
doing.
Well, no, you gotta do
Yeah,
that
except-
like a full length, like a 5-minute video or so, and just read off the wiki.
I don't do that. I write my own shit because I'm not a hack. But see, Sam, what I've
No.
been doing is I've been trying to pan it to my channel, right? Like, what do I do on my channel? I write superhero movies mostly. And I take characters that already exist and I redesign them for the modern era and make them better. So that's what I've been doing on my shorts. I take a really weird DC supervillain that fucking sucks ass and I redesign them to be cool and I make it into a short. But that content, it takes me like 2 or 3 days to make one of those because it's not like I can't read off the wiki. But yeah, if I wanted to just make money, that's exactly what I would do.
Yeah, I mean, you could also start posting at like peak times.
Oh, I have no schedule. I've been
Just,
I don't even know
save
what
it
peak
to
time
post
is.
until fuck, what is it?
I usually put them out as soon as they're finished.
Central.
Here, give me the meta, Sam. You're my YouTube guru. Tell me how to hijack the algorithm.
How do I spell algorithm? Okay.
ALGORI.
All right, you're losing me, Sam. You're losing my confidence a little bit with that comment there.
Okay.
Dude, we should just call this episode YouTube
Is-
min-maxing.
It's between 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. and after 5 p.m.
Really
Yeah.
fascinating. So in the early morning, wild. So I usually put my stuff out around 3:30. So maybe I'll change that.
So, however, this only applies to weekdays. So 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on weekdays. Weekends, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay, let's look at some of my most viewed content. It's just like
Yeah, and see when
Run
you
it-
like
run
let's
it
do
down.
what's
See
it-
when I
it's
upload
called an
it.
audit.
So
It's
my
called-
most viewed video of all time that isn't a short is I've got 2 that are really viewed. I did a Game of Thrones video essay, which is only viewed because it got put into a short by a YouTuber called Nando versus Movies. He's like a big movie YouTuber or whatever. He put it in one of his playlists. So that one has like 850 views, which that's only again because of Nando. And then I've got my first Suicide Squad writing video. It's 2,000 views. But that has been consistently getting videos since I first put it out in 2021. So that video is old as shit, and it constantly gets views. I've got another Suicide Squad video, 900, Suicide Squad, 600. So yeah, they progressively, I mean, the older they are, the more views they get. So those consistently hit the algorithm as far as my shit goes, right? The stuff that gets no views on my channel is my Wild West shit. My Deadlands stuff gets nothing. I think my last episode had 13 views, which
Dave,
is
one
less.
of them was me.
Yeah. Good
See,
job,
I
Sam.
watch your videos whenever I see them. I watch them for like 30 seconds, drop a like, and then I leave because that counts as a view.
That's fine,
And
honestly. I don't make content for y'all. I'll be
then
real.
I'll drop a comment every now and again just to be supportive. I'm a good.
But I think one of my videos that surprised me the most, I made 2 videos recently. One was me reviewing the Grimace meal, which did okay. Like, they got 70 views, but that got more than my Deadlands shit, which takes me hours. I was like, why the fuck am I even making this? No one watches it. It takes me like between 10 and 24 hours to make an episode of Deadlands between writing the script and getting it fucking edited. And then the one that I made recently that I didn't think would do good is I made a video of myself just making a bunch of cocktail drinks.
Yeah,
got like
I'm
100
gonna be
views.
honest, man. I watched that for like 30 seconds.
I don't blame you, Sam, but if you want to watch me drink some gnarly, nasty shit, that's what it is. I made the worst fucking cocktail drinks ever known to man. They were vile. They were absolutely fucking vile. I made one that was actually really good, and then the rest were very bad. So, I don't know. But yeah, so I can never tell what's going to blow up. Like, my writing stuff, as long as it's superhero adjacent, usually does really well. And then everything else is kind of a crapshoot.
Uh-huh.
But okay, so let's go back to
No,
the.
we just gotta get the right timing in, I guess.
I don't know. It's just random. I think it's random. I really do. I think it's all luck. So let's jump back to the topic. So let's say we're millionaires now, right? And we're YouTube famous. We have about 2 years before we get canceled. In that 2 year period, what are we doing?
All right, so
Gambling.
no, so what I'm doing is starting.
We just become like XQC. It's like gambling streams.
I would actually probably start streaming a bit.
Yeah, streaming is fun as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Streaming is real fun.
And the thing is, like, as long as your stream is stable, you can hire an editor to like just print you extra views on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, I have a bunch of streams I could easily edit into really funny content that I just don't because it's so time consuming.
Yeah. Yerp.
Yeah, so
Yeah, actually, damn.
probably do that. Try to start a company where, like, my name wouldn't be attached to it, but even if I do get canceled for
Oh, you get that passive income.
passive income, it's hard. It's a hard life being on the no-fly list. I'll tell you what.
Sam's bomb shelters and more. Prepper supply store.
Sam's. Oh man, what would I do? I don't. You know what? I'm going to keep it on brand and go fountain pens. Start like
Fountain
a
pens.
stationery store.
Nice.
That's valid.
It's valid,
And then,
valid.
Yeah, I'd buy a lot of fountain pens.
Yeah. Let's see. If I was a millionaire tomorrow, I think I would. Okay, first off, and I don't know if I can get y'all to agree with this. How fucking funny would it be to make Garage Ninja with a huge budget? I think that would be fucking hilarious.
That would be
it would be
hilarious,
awful.
but I need part of that budget to afford me being out of work.
Oh yeah, no, I mean for sure. Well, Don, presumably, right? Like, if I'm very famous, right? I have like 2 million subscribers. Any of my leeches, right? Like you, Sam, Will, y'all could also become pretty popular, right? Like that's usually how it works with like Mr. Beast and stuff, right? Like they blow up, and then anyone attached to them also blows up.
I saw a tweet where my dream job is being Mr. Beast's friend.
Yeah, at real. That is a fucking job.
That's so true, actually.
It's such a gig.
I mean, hey, you eat, the homies eat.
I think collaborating with a lot of people who you normally wouldn't be able to, but you can because you're popular, would be kind of cool.
Dawn, YouTuber collapse. Let's go.
Oh
Like,
my
if our
God,
podcast
dude.
was big, we could get anyone like on here, and that would be neat.
If-
There's a
if-
couple people
dude.
I'd really like to interview on this podcast.
The day that I ever like breathe the same air as one of my kami oshis, it's over.
Jesus Christ.
I would
Jesus
actually
Christ.
kill
Dawn's
myself.
Dawn is no
because
longer
I
allowed
would
to.
have peaked.
People, okay, so let's like people we'd like to get on the podcast, like hypothetically. This would be a fun topic too.
Oh, critical. First off.
Critical, absolutely critical. I love him. I think he's hilarious, and I think he's very funny. For me, kind of a weird one. A small YouTuber or smaller YouTube. I think he's like 1 million subs now, but he was smaller. Gino Samuel. I don't know if any of y'all know who he is.
No.
He's the motherfucker that's been making that Chris Chan documentary for
Oh.
like 70 episodes.
Oh,
But-
I mean, I know about that. I didn't know that.
He
who
has become
actually
kind
made
of involved in that whole story in a really interesting way. I don't know. I just find the guy very funny, and I think I'd like to interview him. Just like what the fuck possessed you?
This
to
is
make a
critical
fucking
adjacent,
Uh-huh.
but I want to get Mudahar on here.
Oh yes, that would be nice too.
That would also
Let's
be.
see,
pretty
who are
funny.
some niche people that I'd want to know what their deal is? Like some kind of a weird one. Tierzu. I kind of want to know what that guy's deal is when he's not.
Weren't we in
playing
his
a
first
Sam Onella has only been on one podcast that I'm aware.
Sam
of.
Onella, yeah, that'd be another good one.
And I just want to peer into his I want to dissect
Creative
his
process.
brain
Yeah,
because that man is insane.
that man has actually been a big influence on my writing. I only know about the Three Kings period because of him. I'm not gonna fucking lie. So if my books ever blow up, y'all can thank Sam Onella for literally all of my lore.
And we're all fighting for our lives, waiting for an upload from him.
Jesus.
Yeah, he just uploaded like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, he just uploaded like earlier this month, and oh
Yeah, it
my
was
god,
crazy.
the excitement! That shit was hype.
Dude, nuts.
Good video, thank you, Sam.
Yeah. All right. So Don, what's your pick? You said Mutahar, but anyone else?
I want to talk to Maxor specifically.
Who?
The guy who does the incorrect summaries of like various video games. The one that blew up the most was like incorrect summary of Metal Gear, incorrect summary.
I don't know
of,
that. I don't know that guy.
Ace Combat.
Unfortunately.
I can link him in the group chat. But I just want to get this guy to stop editing things to the point where I'm gonna have a seizure, because I didn't think I was epileptic until I started watching like his newer videos, and it's legitimately like sensory overload.
Oh my god! I just thought up the objective right answer to this question. By the way, fucking Neil Breen.
Wait, that's actually so.
That would actually be the greatest podcast of all time.
I was trying to think.
I wonder. You think if I shot Neil Breen an email? You think if I shot Neil Breen an email, just said, "Hey, we're a very small podcast, but we're very interested in interviewing you about your newest movie to spread the word." You think there's like a 1% chance I could get in contact with Neil Breen?
Yeah, perhaps.
I got in contact with Dave Waskovich, if y'all remember.
I feel like one of us would make a joke and he'd get offended and leave, and that would.
He's pretty chill, but I don't know if y'all remember. I emailed Dave Waskovich, the creator of Suburban Sasquatch. And that guy was chill as fuck.
Yeah, I still can't believe he's. God, when was that movie made? And he's still looking at his damn email. Dude, I was shocked. I sent another email. Okay, so for lore for y'all who've never seen Suburban Sasquatch, it's a movie about a white woman playing a Native American. Or no, she's an Indian. She's literally an Indian, if I remember, but not an Indian like. What did they say? Not a feather. That's probably racist, but that's the expression, right? You know what I mean, right?
Yes, I do know what you mean.
Yeah, because of stupid Columbus and his misnomer of the Native Americans, whatever. So they casted her like she was a Native American, but she's like the wrong. But she's also that's what I thought she was, but we argued about it.
Iranian, because I looked her up. Iranian.
She's Ugandan. Oh, okay. Okay.
Iran.
Iran. Oh, why'd you say it like that? That was
because that's how you pronounce it.
I know it's. I said I know it's proper. Anyway, I sent her an email pitching her Garage Ninja, saying I would put her in my movie if she wanted a role, and it was a really sarcastic email. It was kind of mean in hindsight, a little bit. Not mean.
Grayson, you're kind of a dick.
I am kind of a dick.
We known this.
Yeah. Okay, true. But so I sent her an email. I was just like, "Hey, man, are you interested in being in another project?" And she never replied to me. I sent Dave Waskovich an email warning him that the Sasquatches knew where he was and were approaching on his location. And he sent me back this very nice, friendly reply like, "Oh no, I'm prepared," like yada yada. And I told him I was a big fan of his movies, and he said he was working on something else that was going to come out. And I don't think it ever did. So Dave Waskovich lied to me, and I'll never forgive him.
Yeah, but it's probably for the betterment of humanity.
Oh my god, he does have another movie. Fungal Side. It came out before Suburban Sasquatch. But anyway, yeah, so Neil Breen would be a really good one. So even if I hit like 1,000 subs, I might try to pull Neil Breen. I feel like 1,000 subs might be enough to get him to do something.
I don't know, dude. It's kind of a big name director.
I saw his. Oh, I can talk about this too. I saw his newest movie, by the way.
How was it?
First off, I haven't made a video about it. I'm working on a really big video, reviewing it with like lots of special effects, unironically.
Yeah.
So I won't go too far into it to spoil that video, but it might be one of my favorites he's ever made. It's highlights. I'm assuming it was filmed during COVID because there is not a single physical scene in the whole movie. Every single scene is shot on green screen. Which sounds like it would get old fast, but Neil Breen finds a new way to make it entertaining every time. So, like, for example, if someone wants to lay on a bed in the movie, he doesn't bring a bed and put it in front of a green screen. He has them lay down on a green screen over a bench and green screen them onto a bed. No, obviously that looks
that
terrible.
is what the trailer, all of it looked green screened.
Yeah, no, it's exactly like that. Intrigued. Like exactly what you saw. It's like that the whole movie. As far as his plot, it's definitely his most incomprehensible. I had no idea what happened in the movie even after it was over. Like literally no idea. Like nothing in it makes any sense. When the movie is over, you don't know what's happened. I'd say the best part about the movie though are the cameos. It's sort of like the Avengers Endgame of the Neil Breen universe.
But it
Like,
Oh,
wait,
does he bring back like everyone?
no.
yeah,
Yeah.
kind of, but it's
Is it
all
like
him.
characters from past movies?
So, something like that, yeah. So for the first 10 minutes, I was really terrified he'd become self-aware. Like really self-aware. And because the movie was like, it was like almost like he was trying to be funny, but like failing. So it was kind of funny on that front, right? But it was annoying because I was like, no, Neil Breen, you're not supposed to become self-aware. Yada, yada, yada. Like protect the Breen. That's the secret, right? You can't let him be aware. And then, and the more I watched the movie, the more I realized, no, he has not become self-aware. Not even close. He was trying to do his same like deep philosophical sort of thing. It does feature Neil Breen as God at the end. Probably the most fragrant example of it to date somehow. So yeah, all in all, I don't know when it's coming out because I saw this at a really early screening. I don't know. He doesn't even have a release date for it yet. I recommend it highly. It was very funny. The theater I was watching it with. Okay, so quick sidebar. I went to a screening of this in Texas, and what would you think the demographic of a Neil Breen movie screening would be?
Bunch
Not
of
people
college
would be-
students.
College students. Okay, any more specifics?
They have neckbeards.
Yeah, you're so fucking wrong, Sam. It was almost all college girls.
What?
What?
I shit you not. Like 90% of the audience was female, and they were like
That's-
hooting and hollering the whole time. It was really bizarre because like that was not what I expected. I was expecting the neckbeards, and there was a few. I mean, I was there,
You were
so-
expecting comrades.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was there. I was about to say that. I was there, so I was expecting just more of me, right?
Yeah.
But no, no.
That's
The biggest
sad.
mystery I have is how this movie won a fucking film festival. Let's just say it's not on that level.
What was the
9.1
topic, by the way?
IMDb rating.
How did we get started on Neil Breen? Other than interviewing for YouTube?
Like talking about him?
Yeah.
It was that. And then I said, oh, real fast, I saw
Oh,
the new one.
yeah, because I
saw
was
the
like,
new one.
how the fuck did we transition into
No,
going
so
into
he
a
was saying like we
screening?
could get him on the podcast. Like
Yeah,
most of the
Dude,
time.
yeah.
so what would be your question for him? Like, you can only ask him one question to try to figure out what the fuck.
Why?
Why? No, I would ask. So I notice your movies have a lot of religious themes. What inspired you to put those themes into the movie? Would be one of my questions. That would sound like a real question, but is actually just trying to get a funny answer out of him.
What goes through his mind when he's designing a set? Because his set designs are so Neil
No.
Breen, so on
No,
brand.
no, holy shit, no. Why the tuna cans? That's actually my biggest question. Why the fucking tuna cans? Why were there so many tuna cans in your car?
Yeah, he's
Why
tuna
were you
can
eating
sexual.
tuna out of the cans? What the
Listen.
fuck, man?
I get it. I understand. I'm not here to judge. I'm just saying there's been a time in my life where just gotta eat tuna out of the can.
But for
Or
every
anchovies.
film?
Oh, hey, so here's a question. For
Okay, swapping
y'all.
topics permanently. Yeah.
Anchovies on pizza.
I'm
Um,
We
game
could just
for
talk
it.
about like pizza.
I'm on
or-
principle. I don't hate it.
I'm
There's some
game for
weird
it.
things
Depending
you
on
put
what the other topics are.
Toppings.
Huh?
Toppings, not topics.
What?
Anyways, no, Don
Step one,
said,
discombobulate.
depending on what the other topics are, I'm like, and it kind of broke my brain for a second. I was wondering if you meant actual topics or if you meant toppings.
So what were Don? You had a
Oh,
topic.
God,
you
he
wanted to-
left.
what was it? Oh, bye, Don. No, he just.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. So, like, I'm not a big fan of pineapple on pizza. Not for the whole meme of pineapple on pizza, blah, blah, blah. I just think pineapple's gross. So,
That
I just don't like it. It's not me. But I feel it's weird I can just turn around and say, yeah, anchovies on pizza with sausage and, you know.
sausage, drizzle olive oil, some olives actually.
But like that's the thing, anchovies are so umami. If you've ever used
Yeah.
anchovy paste when
I
you're
don't
adding,
hate anchovies. I just don't like whole anchovies on my pizza. I don't like it on my pizza personally. I'm not opposed to the concept of an anchovy though. I love
So-
seafood.
Yeah.
what I used to do growing up. Golly, I got a frog in my throat. But we used
Really,
to.
how to get down there?
Ribbit.
It's just wet weather here in California. No, but I used to go and we'd catch anchovies, just a ton of them with what are called sabiki rigs, which are these just multiple hooks on one line you're allowed to use for catching bait. But we just deep fry them whole and eat them like chips.
That does sound pretty good.
It's phenomenal.
Y'all know what we should bring back?
What?
Do y'all okay? This is lost media Masocast, but do y'all remember that episode we did with Hayden, where we each came up with a topic that if the other brought it up, they would lose.
Well, we'd get them kicked off of the pod for that
We should
episode.
do that next episode. So
That
basically
would be
what it
pretty
was,
funny.
I fucking dominated y'all at that. I want y'all to know. I fucking destroyed y'all in that game.
I don't remember. I was going through it back then.
I got Dawn and Sam. I got them both.
Yeah,
to
I think
agree
I was
to
either
bring the
third
others
or
to football.
second out.
Yeah, so I got Hayden first really easily. And then I got Sam, and I told Sam that we should try to trick Dawn to talking about sports. And I told Dawn that we should try to trick Sam to talking about sports. So Dawn brought up sports and knocked both of them out. And then I won.
It's kind of cheating, but you know.
Yeah, yeah. So like the whole thing about that challenge is just like we all choose, or well, how do we choose the topics? Everyone had a taboo topic.
Everyone knew the topic for everyone else, but the ones that were for them.
Yeah.
So like Sam, Dawn, and this was Hayden, obviously, agreed on one topic to get me out. And then me, Sam, and Dawn agreed on one topic to get Hayden out. And then, it was like a chain, right?
Yeah, but that was kind of
Yeah.
boring because we kept avoiding.
We were
like,
trying to
speaking
bait
about it.
each other into it.
Actually, no, it was over in 20 minutes, if I remember.
Yeah, I don't think that ever saw the light of day.
No, I uploaded that one. It was just
Yeah,
short as fuck.
we had to bring everyone back
It's
because
gone
it
now,
ended
but-
so fast.
Yeah, it ended really quickly. I very efficiently won that game. It was not fair. But we should do like a modified version of that. That would be kind of fun.
Yeah, with more refined rules.
Yeah. Like
Nope.
sort of like what we did with March Sadness.
You can't goad someone into
No baiting.
no baiting.
Did March Sadness ever end up on this channel either? The second?
No.
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 Did you never
Clusterfuck
upload
every
it?
time we try it. No, it was a clusterfuck, remember? It was
Yeah.
terrible. Yeah, that's right. I'm trying to remember. We've recorded March Sadness 4 times now,
No.
and every time we've tried it, it's terrible.
What is it now? August Agony?
No, the one the
We should do
one that we did with
August.
Hayden was actually pretty good.
Yeah, but that was old Masocast. That's like
Yeah.
non-canon now.
Masocast 1.0.
They've been talking to me in the chat like, "Hey guys, can you re-upload the old Masocast episodes?" Like
No.
archive? And I was like, "No, straight up no." That's what I said. It's like, first off, the audio quality on them is awful, like even for us.
That was back when we all had old mics, right?
Oh my god, I was using my fucking
I've
headphones at
always.
one point.
Well, you know what? I was using my headset mic back then, but then I got this one, and I've just kind of kept it.
It does sound
Yeah.
good.
It's a good enough
All right,
mic,
so-
you know. It's-
So
That's
Don,
pretty
you
good.
had a topic you wanted to bring.
Oh
This
yeah,
episode.
the fucking fated day in history earlier this month. I think it was earlier this month. I actually can't remember.
It's
Was
been a
it
long
the-
time since we've done one
Oh
of these.
god. Yeah, what I want to say it was August 8th.
Okay, what was it? Oh, is this the big fight you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, can you explain this to me?
Wait, have you not seen anything about it?
No, I don't know anything
Hold
about
on.
this.
Okay,
I'm all
alright,
social
so-
media, Don. I don't.
alright,
look at the
so-
internet anymore.
Sometime between August 6th and August 7th, this white trash family decides to park their personal boat in a dock in Montgomery Bay, in a bay in
Okay, I'm looking this up.
Montgomery.
They weren't a white church family. They were frat boys.
No, dude, I thought it was a whole ass family because like grandma got rocked, or
Montgomery
was she?
didn't
Or
fight.
was that just
No, I thought she was just a bystander. I thought she
I'm
just
gonna
like.
include. Wait, real fast. I'm gonna
I thought
include
they were
video
all
of the
together.
fight. I'm gonna include
Yeah,
video
yeah.
of the
Oh
fight.
wait, no. You can't clip a video. There's like 900 different angles of this fight that you can
Holy
watch
shit.
in HD.
Oh, dude, they're really going at it. Oh my
Yeah.
god!
I can't believe you've never seen the Montgomery Brawl.
No, I
Yeah, no,
haven't
it's
seen this yet.
legitimately like a historical battle now.
How many fights? How many people fighting were there?
Oh my god,
At least
man.
20.
Oh my god! Oh, this
Oh, you know
who's
what?
this
It
fat
was a
kid in
family.
this-
It was a
oh,
family.
Yeah, no, it's a
I'm
family
looking up-
because
yeah, I didn't,
because they owned a gas station in Alabama
oh my god!
that
Now
had
some
like
random,
2.5
some random African
star
American guys. They're
reviews.
trying to be the arbiter of peace.
That's the
Yeah,
Wikipedia.
so
break 'em up.
so what happened is this white trash family illegally parks their boat in a bay, and there's like a ferry boat waiting right behind them. So there's a like a security guard trying to marshal them in, or
Yeah, I saw
like
that
marshal
bit.
them out of that parking spot, and they wouldn't move. So he kept like trying to get them to go, and then they just swung on him. So homeboy decides to throw his hat up like he's Bobby Shmurda and summon the entire family. Like it legitimately IRL like Avengers entrance. The moment
long
that
does the
hat
fight
goes
go on?
into the sky,
That dude fucking
it's like a
swimming.
30 minutes. Oh yeah,
Oh my god!
yeah,
He just
so-
slammed a woman into a
Yeah.
into a
Yeah.
into a chain link fence. Holy shit!
Yeah, so there's a kid that decides to jump from that, what's it called?
I'm watching this other
He
angle
jumps
now.
from the passenger
riverboat.
boat. Yeah, he jumps from the riverboat across the bay to the dock and starts swinging like a mug. People are calling him Aquaman,
So a
Michael
teenager,
B. Phelps.
Black Aquaman was filmed swimming across the river to the dock. This is on the Wikipedia page for it.
Holy shit! Where's that? I haven't seen that yet.
Montgomery Riverfront Brawl, the Wikipedia page.
Holy shit!
Oh
I'm
my
watching
god,
here's
there is a
different angle.
Wikipedia page.
That's incredible. We need like superhero lore for all these characters.
You know what? I want that
It
kid
is.
on the podcast.
It is.
Jesus.
Oh,
Oh my
honestly,
god,
yeah,
that's within our
Aquaman.
reach. That's within our reach. If we can figure out who he is.
Okay, yeah. The
Open call out to the kid. The kid who Sam. What were you calling him?
Huh? The kid,
What were you calling
Black
him?
Aquaman.
Black. If anyone knows who Black Aquaman is, hit him up and get him on our podcast. We'll give him $20.
King, that's who he is.
Yeah, I'll give him 30. You know what?
Holding
We'll
chairs
elevate
to
the
rock
offer.
that lady.
30
yeah,
bucks
between it
and a
between
$15
him
prize
and
to whoever
Unk.
can find him. So there you go, guys. A crisp $45 for whoever can get Black Aquaman on our podcast.
Dude, it was everywhere on Twitter, man. You just couldn't
This
get away
video
from
clip
it.
is incredible. Oh my god, I can't believe I missed this.
And so I went to a Walmart a few days after, and they had those black folding chairs on sale. It was so great.
The way the guy
Yeah,
throws
so
his hat up in the air.
For one of you guys
love
that
it. Yeah,
don't
like
know
Bobby
about the
Shmurda.
lore, Grayson can put a clip of this because there's
Oh, I'm gonna be
clips
playing
of it
clips
everywhere.
of it the whole time.
There's
we're talking.
there's some uncle looking dude that ends up grabbing one of them foldable chairs and starts swinging on the family.
I haven't seen that yet. Hold on. They're not, I need the full video. I'm just
At one point he
cutting- they're, like,
smacks the
cutting
shit
around it.
out of a grandma, and I lost my mind. There's one guy that had his Crocs knocked
I need
off
to
of
go to
him.
YouTube.
Like no, like the Crocs actually decimated. Like it looked like he literally took a cannon shot and got knocked out of his Crocs. That shit was awesome.
Where's the guy coming out of the ocean? That's the bit I'm looking for. There are so many people involved in this though. There's the random like lady with like dyed red hair who's just trying to hold on to her phone while fighting.
I can't
so
believe
many
you've never seen it.
characters.
This is like one of the best. It's a historical battle.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, no, it's
there he is.
actually
He's
a
in the
historical
water.
battle.
Yeah, he's just swimming
Yeah.
along.
Yeah, there's a
No fucking way.
Aquaman's legit a hero because he like swims across the fucking bay and then starts hammering dudes. Like he body slams the fuck out of one of them.
I like this guy who has like a cigarette in his mouth and is just carrying a Sonic cup. Just walking around in the middle of the fight. He's not fighting, he's just looking around. Who are you? Why are you there? I wish I could have been here.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So
Yeah, honestly, the top comment is this wasn't a brawl; it was an attack on a man trying to do his job, and that is actually what
Actually,
it
though.
looks like.
Yeah, no, like the dude's legit just trying to tell them to get out of the way, so that the fucking riverboat can dock and get people.
Yeah, like
off
this
of it.
kid comes out of nowhere and just kicks the shit out of him for no reason.
Yeah.
What the
He
fuck?
throws out the bat signal.
Yeah, he attacks. The security guard stops, looks surprised, throws his hat up in the air, and proceeds to just wail on the kid. He's actually beating that kid's ass too, even though he's like twice his age. He's beating that kid's ass until someone else comes in and helps him.
Yeah, no, he gets like
All
he
of
gets
his
ganged
little
up on by that white
frat
group.
kid buddies. I think they're all gonna go to prison.
they're
This
fine.
is definitely assault. It's definitely assault.
Battery.
I think they're still trying to find information on the guy with the chair.
They've arrested
Black
5
Aquaman.
people apparently, as of today.
Free mans. Can't do shit.
Yeah. Hold on, let me share it. Yeah, I found Unk. Hold on. I'll post this in the podcast channel. Hey, look at Unk. The first video on that link.
Okay, hold on. I just got a random recommendation, like news article. That's so bizarre. I gotta read it to y'all. That was just like pulled up when I typed in Montgomery by fight. Stranger Things fan says Des R. Montgomery catfish. It's the actor from the show. Catfish tricked her into divorcing her husband. So someone catfished her pretending to be this famous actor, and she divorced her husband for him. That is the funniest thing I've ever heard.
That sounds about right.
Have you seen that? Like the screenshots of the messages he was sending?
No.
It's so
Let
obvious
me-
it's not him.
I mean, obviously it's obvious. Like,
So he
Never-
was asking
they-
like, "Hey, so it was like his wife at the time, girlfriend, whatever. Yeah, she has access to my finances, so I don't have any actual money of my own to come visit you. Can you send me $10,000?" And she did.
you're fucking shitting me. It
No.
always baffles me how stupid people are. Like, I always forget that, like, I'm upper IQ for, like...
Yeah, and like, what
normal
happened to a healthy sense of ego, right? Because if I started talking to a girl, and she said, "Oh, I'm actually a movie star." Well, horse shit. There's no reason
Yeah,
a movie star would be
out
talking
of
to me.
out of my reach, on 100%, man.
I am
like,
not funny enough.
It's not
I am
an
not
ego
attractive
thing. It's
enough.
not an
I
ego
do
thing.
not.
It's a realism thing, Sam.
Yeah.
We're just realists. We know women don't talk to us. Like, that's we're under no illusion, Sam.
Well,
See, Sam, I know you've never felt the touch of a woman, Sam. See, we're the same. Go into
Yeah.
wacky news and just go into wacky news.
Anyways, yeah. Hey, if y'all were participating in the Montgomery Brawl, what weapon?
Yeah,
would
anyone,
y'all
anyone,
choose?
unless you were one of the little shits that started
yeah.
it.
No, what weapon would you choose? Because we can't use the chair because Unk's got the chair.
I'm taking
Honestly?
off my own Crocs and using them dual wielding.
Ooh,
you
dual-wielding
know what?
Crocs, dude.
Yeah, hey, you know what that reminds me of?
I don't have my Crocs with me.
That reminds me
I
of
didn't bring them with me. Oh
Star
no!
Wars.
Oh my God, Sam.
Dawn,
Wait, what's the
our
Star
magic
Wars
Crocs.
game with Star Killer? Wait, you don't have the camo Crocs?
I don't have them on me.
Doesn't have
Did
them.
you leave them at home?
Yeah.
He did. God damn.
Okay,
You know what
Sam.
else I
For-
left at home? I left my guitar.
Your mom's gonna have to mail you all that shit.
For context, Sam and I bought matching camo Crocs at the Bass Pro Shops Pyramid in Memphis.
Oh, and going back to like the old
Mecca.
first podcast episode, Masocast episode of this, we were talking about our trip. We were at Disney World. We were walking around wearing these camel Crocs with. I think we both had white socks on.
Fucking warned y'all.
Yes.
We had cargo shorts on, the khaki cargo shorts, and we were both wearing like we were dressed the exact same from head to toe,
It was
Except
actually kind of cool.
except the
I
hat.
had a
Dawn
Hensa
had the-
Haven
Dawn
shirt,
had the Hensa
right?
Haven shirt because no. So the reason was we were gonna film a Garage Ninja sketch there, Dawn,
Yeah.
or a segment for the project that has not been announced. We'll
Yes.
Listen,
call
that
it
thing's
that.
kind of fuzzy. Okay.
Yeah. So you got so drunk we couldn't record it,
Yep.
and we had to
remember
waste
this.
being literally at Disneyland.
Okay,
With
look,
the Garage
to be
Ninja crew.
fair, I was thirsty. I drink a lot. The only thing we had to drink in the hotel room was the Baja Blast cider.
Yeah, we had a
And I'm
sink,
like-
Dawn. We had a sink. You could have gotten water.
Brother, I am a third worlder. We do not drink tap water.
It was Florida. In fairness, it
To
was
be
Florida.
fair, we wanted an icy drink So we got those
Marks.
To be fair, Don is the biggest lightweight on the
tequilas.
planet.
I'm
Almost drunk
terribly.
after half a drink.
Half a
It was
margarita and
bad.
and a little beer. I drank the same margarita.
Oh
It
my
was
god.
completely sober.
Okay, speaking of being intoxicated, I donated blood today. I
Oh.
haven't donated blood in a while, and there is like a critical shortage right now, so I decided to
Don't
donate
say
I think a double red blood. I think that's what they call it. So they took twice the amount that they normally take. So I can't give blood again until December.
Wow. Don's out
And
here
today-
giving away.
what's your-
giving all
today's
his
my-
goblin
today and
blood to
tomorrow are my days
unsuspecting
off.
villain.
And I always like to relax and kick back with like a nice bottle of beer whenever I'm home, you know? So like right as soon as I got home from donating blood, I decided to drink one bottle of Youngling, forgetting that whenever you donate blood, that the alcohol is not as diluted as it normally is. So I got fucked up at like 11 a.m.
Real.
Don't. What's your blood type?
Yeah, what's your blood type?
pause.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
Why?
Oh,
Yeah,
neg.
no-
I'm like AB positive.
oh, you're O neg?
I'm O negative.
Bullshit. Yeah, so I'm the
Wait, which is
universal
the
receiver.
universal
You're
giver?
O
the O
negative.
neg.
That's what my dad
Oh.
is that, and so is
Yeah,
O
my
it's-
pause is the universal receiver, I believe.
yeah. I'm
yeah,
not anything.
Anyways, when I needed a blood transfusion, it kind of sucks because there was a shortage at that time too.
Yep.
So my uncle had to come down.
At least you
Never
ain't
had to get
AB
a blood
neg.
transfusion. Wait, what did you?
AB neg is like the most deadly, right? Because there's the good luck finding any O neg or AB neg blood.
Well, yeah, but with those guys, O neg can go to everyone, so people just
Yeah.
yeah. So I think they pay you if you donate blood with O neg, but I have such a bad fear of needles that I don't do it.
When did you have to get a blood transfusion? Can you tell that?
So yeah, my left arm, you guys know the scar, but I broke my arm and the bone stuck out of the,
Oh yeah.
and it was a 20-minute drive to the hospital the whole time I was bleeding. So when I got there, I was all pale and I was throwing up because of blood loss, and it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
And
Shit.
so I got it. I was like 8
Bozo
years old.
Bozo almost died from blood loss. Couldn't be me.
Yeah. So, anyways, yep, I should probably donate blood to save a child in my predicament, but I refuse.
Nah, man. That's that problem's that's that kid's problem. That's what I always say. All right, so let's go into wacky news. Sam, take us away. Do our wacky news intro that you're famous
It's
for.
time for wacky news. Do-do-do-do.
Like how I've successfully gaslighted Sam into doing this every time. I said that the fans want it, but we both know they don't. All right, so wacky news I've recorded. We got a lot of it because like we haven't been like doing.
We've all
videos.
been very, very busy recently.
Yeah, and the last episode was kind of a gag episode. Lizzo
What is-
and the Great
not a
Banana
gag.
Battle.
Huh?
Do y'all know about Lizzo and the bananas?
I know Lizzo and her gaslighting her. And,
I've seen some awful things
what's
about
it
Lizzo
called?
recently.
Okay, so
I'm pretty sure I've sent you
Lizzo-
half of the
you don't know
awful,
about the
awful
banana?
things I've
You
said
don't know about the
Lizzo.
banana? You guys don't know about the banana. That's the
No.
best thing in the whole fucking thing. So Lizzo, according to the document, which was fairly reliable, it came from actual dancers and has been backed by a lot of people. Lizzo put a bunch of bananas, unpeeled apparently, in prostitutes' vaginas, and then forced her dancers to eat them under threat of being fired.
I had a feeling this would tie back to the dancers because I knew about the dancer incident.
Yo,
Yeah.
no, I knew like horrible body
I saw
shaming.
really funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
like
that
the-
too. But this
Yeah.
was the thing that stood out to me as being the most bizarre. But the memes
Well, I
are
mean-
fucking amazing.
Anything that has to do with being a sexual degenerate in Hollywood is just kind of par for the course, or LA, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, I just think like if I was a Hollywood famous person, I still wouldn't behave like this.
Well, I
You
guess
also
we can
weren't
cross that
groomed
off.
into
You're a
it.
famous YouTuber,
Huh?
so
Real.
we can cross that off.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I'll ever do something like this. I think there's some people who get famous and they don't do anything. Like they maintain being very normal. I don't know. It's
I think it really just depends on who's around you at the time. Because
Yeah, if you have a
like peer
bad,
pressure is one hell of a drug.
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
I'm like,
god! So I'm looking through things I meant to tell. What was that?
me and Don are like 90% of your peer pressure.
That's true. I'm actually really good. Like I don't do like not to be sarcastic. I literally am just like a morally good person for the most part. I don't usually do anything that would be considered bad. Dawn and Sam are like the devils on my shoulder. So I was looking up things I put in ideas for podcasts that we just never went back and did. This is from July 9th. This is a really good story, and it's not wacky news, but I really want to tell it. So do you mind if I tell the story real fast?
You know what? Go for it.
Go
The
for
Casa
it.
Bonita Magic Hand Light Man story, as I put it in
What?
here. The Casa Bonita Magic Hand Light Man story. This is the one that happened to me years ago. So we went to Colorado. Golly, I had to still be in high school, I guess. I guess I was still in high school. Yeah, and my brother was doing like a lacrosse tournament in Colorado or something. So I went up to Colorado, and we went to Casa Bonita. Do you all know what Casa Bonita is?
Never
From
heard
the
of it.
South Park episode.
Yes, exactly. So it's in it's a Mexican restaurant that's like very gimmicky. You like ride its little flags and get like tacos brought to you, but the food is like Taco Bell food. I don't know. It's like fake Mexican.
It's very good
Um,
because it's similar to Mexican food. I understand.
Yeah, so it's got like people who dive off of like caves into like waterfalls. It's like a whole fucking gimmick restaurant, Don. If you've ever seen the South Park episode, that's literally exactly what it is. So we went into Casa Bonita because of the South Park episode, and we were in Colorado, and it was funny, right? So we went in, sat down at the table, and our waiter comes up to us, and he goes, "I have something incredible to show you. But first, I'm going to get your drink order." And this is years ago, so I'm trying to remember exactly how this happened. So he got our drink order, and he said, "I'll be back, and I'm going to blow your minds." I got to find a video clip of what I'm describing, because it won't make sense unless you see the clip. And it's going to look really cool in the clips, but it wasn't cool. So the guy comes back, and he dims the lights in our little alcove. We were like in a little part of the cave or something, and like the lights could dim from what I remember. And he's like, "I'm going to show y'all something incredible, something that I have perfected. It's a skill that I've learned." And he puts on these gloves. They light up. And this really happened. That basically they have little LED lights on the end of the gloves, and he just started dancing his hands around to like make the lights move around and stuff in front of us. Okay, here's a clip of like kind of what it is. I'm putting it in my pocket. Watch this real fast. Imagine this, but not nearly as cool and a lot more like he kept messing up. And like he kept making faces and like getting his hands all up in our faces, and this was completely unprompted at a restaurant. And it wasn't something that they were supposed to do. It was something that was like this guy's hobby, and he just did it to people. He tried to sell us, like if I remember, he tried to sell us like a tape of his like demo reel of this, like magic
I'm
hand
just-
light dances.
I'm more disturbed than anything. I don't know why.
Did you find the video?
Yeah, I'm
I
looking
sent
at
it.
the video right
Yeah,
now.
look at it. So imagine that, but like not nearly as impressive. It was
Oh
like part
yeah,
of the
yeah,
dubstep.
yeah.
I think I've told you this story, Sam.
No, I've just seen it.
Yeah, and the guy was like, he really thought he was hot shit. He thought it was the coolest thing in the world. He kept like making a face. When he was done, he was like, "Oh yeah, that just happened." So confident.
That's
And
cringe. That's like
It
It was
Sick.
so
did you see
cringe.
the-
We were trying. I was trying so hard. I was trying with my entire soul, not to burst out laughing at this fucker.
Did you see the
Did this
edit
guy
where
work
there's that one dude doing the
He was our
finger
waiter,
skateboard?
Oh yeah, same
Where they
vibes.
like
Sam.
put him in like the Olympics or something. I don't know. I'm trying.
Yeah, it's the same sort of
Can't find
energy.
the video.
This guy really thought he was like something special. So that's my finger light hand story. Before that story gets forgotten by myself again. It was really, really, really funny at the time. Okay, let's go back to the wacky news then. I've got one or two more here. Let's see here. Scroll back up. Woman uses Mountain Dew to try to erase DNA off her clothes. So, yeah, this lady got arrested for murder. She had like evidence on her body, and the police told her they were going to use DNA. They were going to do a DNA swab on her. She ran to a refrigerator, and dumped Mountain Dew all over herself because she thought it would erase the DNA off her clothes. The police had to tackle her while she was covered in Mountain Dew.
In West Virginia.
What?
Did it take place in West Virginia? Because I think that's
out.
like the capital of Mountain Dew, like where they sell the most in the United per capita.
Oh my God! That just reminded me of like one of the most disturbing things I've read in a bit.
Holy shit! It just started pouring outside.
There's it's not Sweet Home. There's a manhwa. I forgot what it's called.
Florida, Sam. Of course, it was fucking Florida.
And there's a manhwa where like this lady and her landlord are chilling on top of a rooftop, and he decides to pour beer into her vagina so he can drink out of it. And I was like, that is like yeast infection central. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, it's front luge. Yeah, I know what that is. Have you ever seen an ass luge?
No, guys, no.
Okay, so what that is you pour it down the girl's back, and so it runs down. She's in a bikini, and it runs down her crack. Yeah. The guy has his face like between the cheeks. And
that sounds a lot
gross.
safer than like pouring it like
general,
right
like,
into her vagina and then drinking.
Yeah, no, I've seen stuff like that. Boob luge, like right between the,
No, that's valid.
That's okay. That's less gross to me.
That's
like
more
belly
valid.
button shot stuff like that isn't as gross. But
belly button shots I will not do. That's disgusting.
True story. A friend of mine did a belly button shot out of my belly button.
Cleans out their belly button like meticulously enough for it to be food.
Exactly.
So a friend of mine was largely intoxicated.
Oh yeah, I remember this story.
We were playing a game where we have a beach ball and different like commands were drawn on the side of the beach ball, and you'd toss it back and forth and catch it. And wherever you would catch it, that would be the thing you had to do. And I wasn't playing because I don't drink. Especially not at that time period. I didn't drink. I was underage. So I caught it, and it landed on belly button shot. And my buddy had to do it, and he was so shit-faced. He's like, I'll take a belly button shot out of Grayson's belly button. And he comes over, and I fucking pour tequila on my belly button. I was like, fucking do it. And I was hugely fat at this time. Much fatter than I am now. And I had cleaned my belly buttons, like, the whole time we've been at the beach, right? It was fucking nasty in there. I didn't clean it. I was like, are you sure you want to do this, man? And he just went in there and did it. And we were all like, what the fuck are you thinking, man? So yeah, someone has done a belly button shot, Don. Okay, and then one last bit of wacky news. Someone stole artifacts from the British Museum.
So returning them to the rightful place.
I was joking about that. But no, apparently they're going to be sold at like private auctions. It's probably not a good thing in the long run, honestly.
Boo.
But... there's one more on here.
Oh, hey, tell me about the Blue Beetle.
Yeah, I was about to say, okay, so I went and saw Blue Beetle early, a week or two ago, whenever it came out early. And it was near the end of the movie. We were waiting for the after credits scene because, superhero cape shit, right? You wait for the after credits scene. And all of a sudden, the guy in front of me just rips a really wet fart. And he tries to whisper to his buddy, I shit my pants. But, like, it was so loud, everyone could hear it. And then the fucking smell hit. It was rancid. And his buddy, or his brother, I couldn't tell you, was like, bro, you shit your pants, man. And they were so loud about it. And, like, everyone's kind of looking at him now. And they didn't fucking leave immediately. They waited for the first after credits scene. And then he got up and left. And he didn't come back in. So that was it. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure a guy in front of me at Blue Beetle shit his pants. Which was the most Blue Beetle thing I've ever heard. That guy
That's a brown beetle right there, bro.
That guy was a member of the Blue Battalion or whatever people were sarcastically calling it.
Remember when we saw Paddington?
Oh my god.
How bad it smelled the entire time.
Oh, dude, people don't know how to wash themselves.
Although I'm pretty sure that was just a kid who shit himself. Because it was just
Paddington
kids in that movie.
Paddington 2 is one of the best movies I've ever... So I remember... Okay, real fast. Topic of conversation. Do y'all remember when we were making fun of, on our old channel, Romeo and Juliet 2? Yeah. I'm sure you do. Yeah. So one of our biggest videos before the new channel was our Romeo and Juliet breakdown.
I was so sick. I was dying.
2 hours.
Sam was dying. It was a 2-hour breakdown of the Romeo and Juliet trailer, talking about Easter eggs that were in it. It was a parody of like those really shitty like neckbeard comic book thing. So basically, we just broke down the trailer, and every frame we stopped and talked about it for like 10 minutes. It was a really funny video.
I was coming back from
It was posted by someone else on the Gaming Circle Jerk at one point, and then it blew up like as for our standards.
that was when we came back from seeing The Disaster Artist.
Yeah, you were sick as shit.
Yeah,
That's
because I
another
was
video of me
sick when we
getting
were
hit.
leaving.
Oh, another video they've never seen. I'll insert
Yeah.
here a video of me getting hit in the balls by dogs.
We can't show that one, unfortunately.
I'll blur your face.
Well, no,
Well-
it's because we're wearing college-related clothing.
Oh, I'll see if I can. If I can blur it, I'll do that. If not, I won't.
You can't blur the color, dude. Everyone knows that
Yeah,
color.
the color's too iconic.
That's true. You're right. Damn, we're fuzzy.
You can play the audio of it.
Yeah. Okay. Here it is.
Okay, so what we're doing is we're going to go all the way to Austin.
Oh God, my balls!
Okay, all right.
Oh God!
No. We're going all the way to Austin.
But I thought Austin was that way.
I don't
Well,
know.
I don't know which
Austin's
way Austin
somewhere
is, you prick.
over here, all right? So
Oh,
we're going
my
to go.
children!
You're not having kids
Yeah.
anyways.
I know.
Anyway, so we're going to.
I think you get the picture. So yeah. Anyway, so we were in the movie theater, and I think that was the worst movie theater experience of our lives. At least it was mine, probably. Besides Strays, which I just saw. I'll save that for next podcast. But I saw Strays, this new Will Ferrell comedy movie. It's probably the worst movie I've ever seen. But boy, you wouldn't know it because the audience thought it was fucking hilarious. But yeah, I just remember being in Romeo and Juliet 2 theater and thinking how horrible it was.
Oh, we all went and saw that, didn't we?
Yeah, it was awful. We were like bored out of our minds. The movie wasn't funny at
It
all.
wasn't even fun bad. It was just generic bad.
Generic bad. The audience was loud. And
It got to the point
obnoxious.
where me and Grayson were whispering to each other what was going to happen next, and it would happen.
Yeah. Oh, I've done that with a couple of movies. There's a couple. I do that with a lot of bad movies, Sam. I have like a sixth sense. There's a show I haven't released on my channel yet that I've talked about a bunch, but I just haven't finished editing yet, called Bargain Bin Bullshit. It's what I've talked about doing for years, where I watch movies on a combo pack until I find one I kind of enjoy, and then I get to stop. So we get those like 100 action movies in one packs, and I watch movies on it until I decide I enjoy one. So it's fucking agonizing, and it takes forever to record one. But I was getting to the point of some of those movies I was watching, Sam, where I would just be like, ghost jump scare, and I would like peg it, and I'd be like, shitty visual here, woman confesses here, and it was like I was just predicting the plots before they happened. And I don't know why people make movies if they're gonna write like a shitty movie.
Hey, man.
Your
some
dreams are
people
dumb.
just have a
Your dreams are
dream.
dumb. I didn't tell them
They
your
just
dream is
wanna
dumb
make
unless you have
the
talent to
money.
back it up.
Just want to make the money.
Yeah, that's why I stopped writing songs. So, any other Viking news?
No, that's really all I've got. Unless y'all think of something and I forgot.
Well, I mean, there was a hurricane that hit California, and everyone was so like upset about what was it, 3 inches of rain?
I was gonna say I was just glad it hit California. If it had to hit
No,
anywhere,
not
I'm
just
glad
that.
was
It
there.
hit. No, didn't a earthquake hit too?
Yeah, but it was a. So here's the thing.
All right, boys.
That was mostly a thing from like outside the state, because no one in California, we don't get out of bed for anything less than a 6. It's just you don't feel it.
God damn it! When you
was like
said
a
there was a
magnitude
hurricane
3.8.
and
was a
an earthquake
magnitude
going
5.
on, when you said there was an earthquake and a hurricane going on, all I could think was dead Lance, dead Lance, dead Lance, dead Lance. I still want it to happen so bad. I want California to be destroyed in a horrific earthquake.
Yeah, and
Which
have
would
everyone
leave it
turn to
a ruin.
Wendigos.
Like,
Yeah.
like I need my superconductors and I need my tech from Silicon Valley. So like,
Okay, so
Doing
Don,
something.
here's the thing. It's Taiwan that's making the decent superconductor.
Taiwan-
Taiwan's
were to
Taiwan's the
happen
majority,
to,
but as far as like U.S. based,
Yeah,
production,
that would go to the
is.
Netherlands because they have a lot of technology for it there as well.
Yeah, but we have to import it.
Boo-hoo. I import everything
like
from
it.
Japan, but if I import from a European country, I'm sad. Come on, Don.
I mean, I've imported from a European country, but like computer parts are already expensive, dog.
That's fair. See, be
Like,
like me
I'm fine for my life here.
and just not with computers.
Not
It's
what?
fine.
Not what? Like, I'm sorry, but
I just don't do it. I just abstain.
I am starting a oh fuck, what's that project called? Let me look at it again. I've been doing this at work during my downtime, but it's like it's like an introduction to full stack development because I want to get into the more front end side of programming just because I find
I
it
actually kind
fascinating.
of figured out some programming. I'm trying to teach myself Japanese right now. That's my hobby thing for the time being. My side project.
I'd love to teach myself Mandarin so that I can transition
need-
to Japanese.
We need
or
one person who
Korean,
knows
but,
every Asian language. Sam, you're in charge of Korean. Dawn got Mandarin and Filipino. I've got, or what were you calling that? Malo or?
Okay.
I don't
Whoa.
I don't even have Filipino. I
Wait.
got one Filipino dialect that's super niche.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
it's
not
good
super
enough,
niche, just
Dawn.
the
It's good
second
enough to
major.
you can translate the main words, most words.
Wait. So if I learn Korean, can it be North Korean? That dialect?
Yeah, good luck with that one. Yeah.
I can do it. Y'all may park wait for me, baby.
Fuck,
Sam,
what was
you can get
Damn,
with
I
one of
got-
those K-pop girls if you learn Korean. I can get
Jeez, don't even get me started on K-pop. I remember back in high school, like there was this one girl I knew who was a pioneer in the whole BTS
I
thing. This is
hate
back in
K-pop.
2015.
I don't like it.
the Odin project was what I was thinking of. It's just like it's like an open source programming course to like get you introduced to either JavaScript or
Is this for like video
I forgot what
games
the other
or?
one was. No, this is for anything that runs on JavaScript or fuck. It's another one that's like, you remember taking MATLAB when we were all in that field?
No, I wasn't.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. So
This is just a you thing.
Oh right, yeah.
Remember,
Dude, I'm a writer
Yeah,
nerd.
that-
what
That's right.
I was studying at the time.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So I've been looking at that just because I love fucking with computer shit, and I think being just fiddling with front end dev shit, something I could do just as a pastime.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I just look at the time. We need to answer user questions. We're running out of screen
yeah.
time.
Also, I need, if I hear Grayson talk shit one more about some of my idols.
I don't really care. Oh, the
boy,
people
next
are
time I
fine.
see
It's
you,
more the culture
it's
around
outside.
them that I don't like.
Oh,
They're just making their
yeah,
bag.
no, it's just fan
I don't
culture
really hate that.
on
Okay, so we've
crack.
got Smash or Pass Cod Piece. So it's a
So
know what
explain
that
the lore
is.
behind
DC
them.
supervillain, real DC supervillain. Let me send a picture.
Send in the
Yeah,
picture.
hold on. Cod Piece. Don, do you know what a cod piece is?
I know what
So a
COD
cod
is.
piece was a
Both
feature.
the fish and
Was
Call
a
of Duty.
feature utilized in medieval armor. It made it look like the man has a big genitalia. So this is Codpiece. I'm saying it bad podcast somewhere.
Need.
This is Codpiece, the supervillain. This is a real DC supervillain. His backstory is that in high school, a girl told him he was too small, and he took that personally and decided to develop this whole superhero persona to show everyone that he's actually really big, guys. But the twist of the story is that it turns out she was talking about how short he was in stature, not in his penis length. So, here.
Oh, so Don, you relate.
That's where I was going with
Yeah,
this.
so on virtue of that being relatable, I have to say pass.
I'm gonna smash, man. Look at Codpiece.
'Cause
Look at that hunk.
I
Even
don't
his
wanna-
head looks like a penis.
don't-
That's
I
amazing.
don't want to smash me.
What a dumb fucking villain. God, DC, man, there's nothing like them for stupid villains. They literally have like a monopoly on it, straight up. So yeah, I'm gonna smash. Don passes. Sam.
I'm gonna pass, primarily because the color scheme's ugly.
Real.
Valid. True.
Listen, drip or drown. This guy's.
Well,
at
hey,
the
guys,
bottom of the ocean.
but what the cannon do?
Yeah.
Nothing that Mike can't do.
Shoot blanks if it's
All right.
relatable.
So next question from Bees Movie. What's your street
That's a
address
suck
and credit
ball.
card number? Sam, we'll start with you. No, I'm kidding. What's the best thing you've ever overheard? Someone at Blue Beetle tell you.
Oh, dude, this is an embarrassing story, but it's kind of great. So, from going to college in Texas, and then
Elsewhere.
elsewhere, where I went to college until recently, and then driving back to California, I would always end up taking the 40, going across to kind of through like all that desert area, but I go through a lot of Navajo Indian reservations. Well, I got the bubble guts at a certain point where the only place we could stop and use the bathroom was like this Navajo gift shop. They sold like fried bread like out on the side. It was really cool, but I was dying, and so I ran to the bathroom and I'm just blowing this bitch up. It is so bad. And these two guys walk in, and I hear, and then they start speaking to each other in Navajo. And it was a really cool cultural experience because they were talking to each other and laughing in Navajo. But I was so
That's
embarrassed.
pretty bad. So
I was getting roasted in another
for
language.
me, it's definitely that someone shit their pants and Blue Beetle in front of me. I mean, I don't think anything's ever topped that for me as far as overhearing someone say something.
There's also a time a buddy of mine was whispering, and he confessed he had a crush on a girl, and he whispered really loud. But she was sitting like next to me behind him, and she could hear too. And so I was looking over and laughing. She was embarrassed.
Oh,
So I'll take it. Homeboy did not resurrect.
Bro. Not at all. No, it was quite funny.
Damn. Yeah, can we pour on out for the boy?
Nah, he's kind of a dick. He's in prison now.
Oh.
Real.
Don't worry, it had nothing to do with women.
Oh.
No. It was just murder.
Oh. Well, that story had
okay.
20 twists and turns, and
valid.
none of them were good.
I'm trying to think. What's the question again? Overheard. Best thing I ever overheard. I can't really think right now because I'm tired as fuck. But the thing that comes to mind is when I overheard that a buddy of mine was having a pregnancy scare about a week after I had gifted him condoms for his birthday.
That's pretty good.
Oh my god. That reminds me of like one of the meanest things I've ever said. A buddy of mine was I forget what it was. Grayson, you overheard it, I think. But a buddy of mine got married and then found out that, or he was going to the doctor because apparently he was infertile.
Oh, yeah.
And so I got mad at him one time and I started like, "You fucking numbnut," and
That's rough. Oh, God. All right. That's enough of that.
And on that
all right,
bombshell,
recommendations.
or I guess on that dry spell.
Don, you should be number one in the poll next time. You're coming out swinging this episode.
That was a good one.
Jokes on
That
you,
was a
Don.
good
I'm not
one.
editing
Just,
anything. You're going to come out of this looking
please.
horrible.
Well, you know what?
you have to edit it.
I am.
God fucking damn it. Oh, God damn it.
You really trying to say that I
Yes.
can't talk
Oh, my God.
fucking
Holy shit. All right.
fucking
I should just leave that all censored. I'm just going to leave that all
all that out.
censored. Just leave it up to the imagination.
I need food, man. This blood loss get me fucked up.
Okay, so all right, recommendations. I can go first if y'all want me to, because I know mine. I actually have
Yeah,
two
go.
this week.
Go ahead.
I already talked about one. So Baldur's Gate 3 is really fucking good so far. It's basically like playing D&D. Like, it's super open-ended. You can do literally anything you want in it. And it inspires really creative gameplay. But unfortunately, guys, this is a really bad standard to set for the industry. All right, it's really unrealistic to put game developers on this sort of an expectation. All right, so I think we should all temper our expectations for big game developers, because they can't compete with Baldur's Gate 3. It's really unfair to ask them to do that. All right. So Sam, Dawn, can y'all agree to next time we play an Assassin's Creed game, not expect the level of polish that we see in Baldur's Gate 3?
Yeah, you know what? That
Black
is
Flag is
valid.
still
Do y'all,
one
do y'all,
Yeah,
have y'all heard about
that's
this? A
fair.
bunch of
All
game
time.
developers apparently came out
Yes,
and
I
said
have.
Oh yeah, they're saying
that, hey,
Like a lot of
guys,
devs are like,
we can't compete
Baldur's
with
Gate
this,
is.
please. So pathetic.
Also, hey, if you need a magnet link for Baldur's Gate 3, I do have one that's cracked. Allows you to pay multiplayer.
Sam, you
Got
should
all the
buy it in
bypasses
multiplayer.
stacked
It's
up.
fucking fun. Anyway,
Also, if you don't want to buy it, I have the magnet
Sam
link.
won't do that, Dawn.
and not buying it.
Yeah, well, Sam definitely won't crack it because,
No, obviously not.
yeah, he's not tech literate enough for that. Anyway, my real recommendation, though, I would say, because I haven't finished Baldur's Gate, I can't really recommend it yet, right? Is a TV show called Silo. I mentioned it a couple of weeks ago on the last episode, or the episode before last. I finished it, the first season, and it's so fucking good that I'm going to give it a 9 or 10 out of 10. The first season is amazing. The basic premise of the show is a bunch of people are in a bomb shelter. They've been there for 1,000 years. They know that the outside world is poison and that they can't leave, and that like 500 years ago, a rebellion attempted to open the door because they thought that the outside wasn't actually poison. So it's about the political intrigue inside the silo as a new rebellion forms under people who think they've discovered proof that the outside world isn't poisonous, that it's actually safe, basically. But the show itself is fucking amazingly good. It's got great acting, great directing, great set design, and a really amazing story. It's on Apple TV, I think. I highly recommend it. Or it's on any pirate site near you. But
Are you encouraging piracy?
I've always encouraged piracy. I literally posted links to pirate sites on my Discord.
My recommendation, is originally going to be like, hey, start journaling, everyone. Keep a journal, write down stuff. You're going to thank yourself later. It's nice to vent. But hearing about that, it reminded me of one of the best video game series I've ever played is Metro 2033.
Oh.
Metro 20.
Yeah, I've seen
Metro
those. I've never
Exodus.
played one.
Yeah, they are.
Metro Last Light is the only
Last
one I'm
Light.
familiar with.
Yeah. They're so good, dude. They're all very, very good. They're based on a book series that got the author banned in Russia.
Based.
Because it's basically making fun of the Cold War. And it's about, well, what if nuclear war actually happened? So they go into these, the Metro underground Moscow, which, if you don't know, is ridiculous. They're basically nuclear fallout shelter. And, it's like futuristic. There's all these irradiated monsters. And then there's this species of being that came out because of the nuclear war. That's like a higher consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like about the people's hatred of them, the hatred of the unknown.
It sounds like less silly Fallout. Kind of.
Yeah, sort of. But it's really, really good.
But Sam, you should...
But the last...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
The last game of the series is just a masterpiece.
That's Exodus, right? Yeah, I
Yep.
saw that. I think I own that game. I just never played it. I'll get around to that.
Yeah,
I want to finish Baldur's
1 through
Gate
3.
and Mass Effect. I'll get to that. I have a queue. Or Starfield, probably. I'll probably do Starfield on stream. And that
So I
comes out.
figured your audience...
I'm running Starfield after. Wait, when does
next
Starfield
week.
drop? Oh shit! Yeah, after Armored Core, I'll probably do Starfield.
I'll let you know if it's
I
worth
guess.
playing. It's on Game Pass for free, though.
Yeah,
so,
but
or, like, not for free, but like...
I'm probably not going to be able to start Starfield until like, I don't know. I give it 2 weeks before I finish Armored Core.
Wait for that bug mod to drop. So yeah, Sam, you should definitely watch Silo, though. I think you especially would enjoy that show. It's
sounds
a
right up
little
my
bit
alley.
based at times.
It's a shame that I'm blind and deaf, so I can't watch it or
This is
hear it.
tragic. So Don, recommendations.
I'm so busy.
I know you are. I'm teasing.
Since the last episode that we've watched, or that we've recorded, I have watched almost 5 total seasons of Initial D.
Oh my
shit's
god.
Face, dude.
That shit's
Dude,
pretty
that's
gas.
OG.
Gas,
That's
gas,
like-
I
Oh
gotta
my
step
God.
on the gas tonight.
Oh my god, when that scene hit, because I've never seen the scene where it
just-
actually plays, but right as soon as I heard the fucking guitar, I was like, oh, they're about to cook. And then fucking Takumi just rolls out of a tight ass corner with a perfect drift right at the apex of the song, and I'm like,
Every
This is
time
what I've
I
been
think
watching
of that song, Dawn, I think of that time when we were in my car with no window wipers, no lights, in a horrible downpour. Because I put that song on the
oh yeah, dude.
Uh,
Both of the what's it called? Both of my traumatic experiences with vehicles have involved Europe.
So, God, Initial D. I remember watching that as a kid and wanting to try the duct tape deathmatch.
Oh my god, that I would break my wrist trying to do
That's
that.
the point. Like you're breaking your wrist.
Yeah,
To do it.
yeah, it's literally a death match because you can't turn right if you're right-handed, unless you want to just fuck your wrist to oblivion. Yeah, for context, a duct tape death match involves duct taping your dominant hand, or the hand, or actually no, duct taping the
Yeah, non-dominant.
what?
Yeah,
The non-shifting hand, because it's always like, if you're driving on the right side of your vehicle, it's your right hand that you have to duct tape. If you're driving on the left side of the vehicle, it's your left hand, because your right hand has to shift gears.
Huh.
yeah, and so he's having
Yeah.
to do that, and I can't remember if like the first time he did it, if he also had that glass of water.
I think he only has the glass of water when he's making deliveries. Otherwise, for races, he doesn't have it.
But yeah, that's an OG, man. I watched that around.
Yeah, it's just a driving anime. It's just a simple anime about a
Everyone
dude
obsessed
and
with
his.
goddamn Supra.
Speaking,
Oh my god. Oh, speaking of, you would like the purchase I literally made while recording this
no.
podcast.
oh Jesus
Hold on.
Christ!
You know how I was talking earlier about how I need to fill up my private warehouse so that I don't spend an excess amount on shipping for one single product.
Yeah.
I just bought two things. Let me post it in.
Oh my god! So, speaking of racing car driving, I saw Gran Turismo also, which I don't think that's out yet. It's actually
how is it?
went in expecting to hate it because the gamer. I'm gonna turn from a gamer to a racist, like all the memes about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, dude, that's kind of hard. I'm not
so
gonna lie.
I saw the movie. It's actually
They're model
surprisingly
kits.
incredible. The story at times is really silly, but the racing sequences are
It
are
looks good.
amazing. Like they're better than they show in the trailer. The trailer does
Yeah,
the movie
no,
a disservice.
I'm just intrigued because I've been getting
So
into
it's a really
F1
good
lately.
it's a really good
yeah,
racing
F1,
movie.
dude. I've been into F1 for so long. It's like the only European sport I'm all about.
But
So my sister and I are looking at going to Austin
Oh.
for the what's it called? The
oh
Austin
yeah,
Grand
you
Prix.
should do
Yeah.
that.
Because there's no way we're making it to Vegas. Vegas is like
Dawn, you can never
already
Sam,
fucking
back me up on this.
gigabooked.
Dawn can never go to Vegas.
No, he.
Oh no, I agree. But I mean, like for the Las Vegas Grand Prix,
Yeah,
there's
it's-
no way I can go there
No, Dawn,
because
if you
it's
step foot
ungodly
in Las
expensive.
Vegas, we would never get you back, and you would come out broke.
I'm not even considering the gambling aspect. Like the gambling aspect is already bad enough. It's that on Formula One weekend in Las Vegas, like hotels are already completely
Yeah,
booked.
it's booked. Everyone goes. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
it's hype.
Mm.
Done.
Well, I mean, it's the first
I
time
went on a date
we're
once
getting.
to see Ford v Ferrari, where it's about.
I liked that movie up until the last
F1.
5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I went on a date, and afterwards we went and got coffee, and I was talking all about cars and engines and stuff like that, and then I got ghosted the next.
Real.
Yeah.
Sam, do you remember how that movie ends?
Yeah, I mean it's a
I
true
know.
story.
No, well, no. So I
Yeah.
had to say, so Don, the way the movie is it sort of ends its story, and then it cuts to a little 4-minute sequence where the main character crashes his car and dies. Only in real life, it happened 15 years after the main story. So the only reason they put it in the movie was to try to jerk
was a flash
sympathy.
forward.
The only reason they put it in the movie was to try to
Yeah.
jerk sympathy out of the audience, and it had no place in the storyline. I hated it. That made me angry. But so Gran Turismo though, there's one scene where the kid is like, "Dad, I want to be a gamer. All right, you just don't understand." And his dad's like, "Why don't you get a real job?" And he's like, "Dad, this is a real job. I'm going to become a race car driver one day." And those sequences at the beginning were so funny. They were bad. Like, so bad they were funny. Like, it was like, if I had a nickel for every time he said gamer to his dad, I'd have like 10 nickels, but
Gamer.
that was way too many.
But because it's just a bunch of gamers trying to be
Yeah, I don't know.
racers.
So I like the movie, but it's insane to
Yeah.
me that happened in real life, that anyone thought that was a good idea. But yeah, all right,
Right.
those are our recommendations.
And you know what? It worked out. The kid is
He's
a
good.
is a
He's good,
professional racer
yeah.
now. He's the
Yeah, I know,
stuntman, by the
I
way.
know. And
If
they say
you
that in the
weren't
movie.
aware of that.
At the end, they're
Oh,
like, and he
yeah,
did
that
all
is
the
pretty
stunt
neat.
driving for this movie, and then they show him like do a little stunt thing.
Anyways, before we close the podcast, Sam, I have one question.
Okay.
What team or what driver are you rooting for, or what drivers?
I don't really care per se. I usually go for Ferrari just because if they win, the outcry is always just so beautiful. It's kind
You
of
know
like
what? That is valid because they haven't won anything recently, but they still have that pedigree.
they
you know?
always have they either break down and fail spectacularly, or everyone's getting sweaty like, oh no, please don't let Ferrari win. Please don't let Ferrari win. So I always hope for
Well, it's not even just breaking down; it's that their strategies in
oh yeah,
the last
their
few years
driver-
have been so questionable, in which they straight up sabotage wins.
Let me look. I can't remember his name.
The main or the
Main driver.
Charles Leclerc.
Yeah, he always just like gives up.
He's so close. He's on the cusp, and then the team will decide, hey, we're gonna pit you. We're gonna switch you on to T tires, or hey, we're just gonna pit you. Lo and behold, his teammate has already pitted, so he gets double pitted, loses like 10 seconds to a pit stop, and he's down to like 5th place from the lead.
It's great.
So fucking funny.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, that's valid. That's valid. Okay, yeah,
All right.
that's all I needed to know.
Nope, I think I
Anything
can
else?
wrap it. Let me do my little wrap up spiel. All right, thank you all for watching the Masocast. If you did indeed make it to the end, you sociopath. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Leave a comment below and ask us any questions you want us to answer next time, or just genuinely tell us that you think we're unfunny and that we should get off the internet. If you really want to talk to us, because again, you're a sociopath, we do have a Discord link below in the comments and in the description. Join, and we'll be there chatting mostly. All right, I have been Bjorn. These are Sam and Don, and thank you for watching. Goodbye, y'all.